Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candice. Welcome back.
What are you laughing about already?
I was looking at your notes over here.
Oh, giggle box over here.
Can I read this?
You can if you want.
It says question,
Uh-huh.
then dad joke,
Uh-huh.
then howl.
Then what?
I'm supposed to howl at your dad joke?
Howl?
What does that say?
Oh, haul. It says haul.
Like, you tell a dad joke and then I howl?
No, I just jotted down a few things I wanted to make sure that got into the video.
Okay.
The haul is from the few things we got from the estate sale the other day.
So I don't have to laugh at your joke. The question is from PSG 1975. His name is Julian. I sold a graded sports card on eBay 3 to 4 months ago, and it was going from California to Canada. The package went through Florida and then to some island off of Central America.
As you do, going to Canada.
Yeah. I reimbursed the buyer in December since the package had not had tracking updates for 3 to 4 weeks. The buyer has now received the package after all this time and messaged me about it so he could pay me for it. This usually never happens, by the way. Buyers will keep the item and be very silent about it in that scenario. How do I go about it? I am thinking that eBay will want its fees, so going directly through PayPal would not work. Any advice? Then he followed up a little while later. He actually spoke to someone at eBay. He said, I had eBay call me, and the representative told me that for my case, I should just give my PayPal info to the buyer and get paid that way outside of eBay. It doesn't seem right that eBay won't be getting any fees on the transaction, and I am not a fan of going around them. I'm thinking that maybe instead I can create a new listing for the same amount and have the buyer purchase that item. I will mark it as shipped, and that will be the end of the story. How would you handle this situation?
Okay, how would you handle it, Candice? Well, first, let me give you a little background information.
I see a problem with both of those things, but yeah, go ahead.
I do too, but I'll give a little background information. I don't know if Candice is familiar. The policy is vague, but there is a member-to-member contact policy, and it doesn't say anything about before or after the sale on this particular article, but it says, we do not allow our members to exchange any personal information except names, including email addresses, phone numbers, or other contact information. And then they have more policy information down here below. I'll go ahead and put a link to this. There's a look, read full policy. I will let y'all read that. But basically, it just says, it says you can't can't exchange pretty much any information. There is, here we go. There's another link to another article here. And this one is a little different. Offering to buy or sell outside of eBay policy. This one states buyers and sellers also can't share contact information, including email addresses and phone numbers, prior to completing a transaction on eBay.
No, this would not be prior.
So, yeah. But here's the problem. Here's the problem I have. I have two different eBay pages. One makes it sound like you can't exchange email addresses under any circumstances. And then this page makes it sound like you can't exchange email addresses until after the sale after the transaction has been completed. So
it also says you cannot facilitate a transaction outside of eBay.
Right. And intent matters here. Here's my issue with it, though, is that I know that eBay has like robo detection, like they're looking for things just like this. And I personally know people who have had their account suspended for actually for like exchanging contact information before a sale was done. I've heard of it. I know people have had it happen. I also know that once the like we actually have exchanged contact info with people that were local, and you know they bought or agreed to buy the item on eBay, and then you say, hey, let's meet up at blah 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 location, and I've had no problems with that.
Maybe at that point this is prior to transaction at that point. Well, that would still be prior.
What?
Like exchanging information prior to transaction. Till that thing is in their hand, it's still prior to transaction.
Yeah, but if you do local pickup, you have to have some kind of contact information to make the to do the meetup.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do have someone from eBay saying that saying to give the contact info. However, I've had people at eBay tell me things in the past that didn't matter later on when I talked to somebody else. So honestly, that makes me a little nervous. What do you think?
Yeah, and I'm assuming, he said it was a graded card. I'm assuming we're talking probably an expensive card.
Some amount of value anyway.
Which, I don't know, man.
You know what? I think since the buyer has proven trustworthy enough to let you know that they received the card, then if I had to vote for one of these options, I would go the safer route and do the one where you said, where you list the card again, put it at some ridiculously high price, put best offer on it, and then send them the link to it, tell them to make you an offer, for whatever the price was, then accept, get them to pay market ship, just like you said. Worst case scenario, let's say all of a sudden they turn dishonest for some reason.
I don't see that. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, why would they?
That was my fleeting thought, but I'm like,
why would they do that?
They reached out to the seller to get them the money.
Right. And then worst case, though, Candice, like, even if they go through that and then they get paid and then the buyer says, hey, I didn't get my card. I paid you and you didn't send me anything. Where's the tracking? Worst case, you send the money back that they just sent you and you're right back in the same spot.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the absolute, and I don't see that happening. So I think the safer option is option 2. Even though it's a little bit of rigmarole, I think it's the way to go, don't you?
Yeah, either that or have them send you a personal check or money order.
Oh no. But then you gotta give your they have the address from
there's return.
That's the other option. You have their address, I guess.
And they have yours on the return on the label.
Yeah, if you have their address, so write them a letter, correspondence, old school. What do y'all think though in the comments down below? How would y'all handle that? I think the safest way is just to go ahead and relist it. Now, the part, Julian, that you said about wanting to make sure eBay got their fees, that is not a consideration. Like, you've showed good intent here. Yeah. So, yeah, that is not the consideration. I like the second one. Yeah. This is dangerous, so y'all, like, it's a good question to ask because it gives us a chance to reinforce that sharing contact info on eBay is it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Very dangerous territory. Good question, Julian. It wasn't on the script that Candice found. And it's not a script, by the way. It's just a note to myself.
It's things he didn't want to forget.
No, I did not. Because when I was looking through the comments, I had people complaining about not getting dad jokes. So we have some masochist. Is that how you say that word? Masochist? People that like pain.
Oh. What is the word? Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, let's not talk about that anymore. All right, so anyway, we have some orders going out. I think we sold 10 things in the past 24 hours. So sales have been good, like really, really strong the past 3 or 4 days. And then today, we're kind of coming back down a little bit. But I went ahead and pulled these because I think we're going to have a lot of Monster High going out. But we sold 2 of these Dracularas, right?
Yeah.
For $29.99 plus shipping on top of each. Those are 2 separate orders there. Yep. And then I thought I'd get Candice to just help me with the other few orders.
Okay, so an alien drawer. We have 12 Jose Cansicos.
Jose Canseco, where you at, buddy? Ah, here he is. Yeah. Got him.
$10.99.
$10.99 plus shipping on top. I don't remember if I did. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, I did do eBay standard envelope on these. These are raw ungraded cards. Well, obviously raw, not top loader cards. And it's supposed to be within the, I think it's like 15, up to 15 you can send via eBay standard envelope. So we'll see how that goes. I've never sent raw cards like that.
All right, we sold a chicken. One of the Danbury mint ornaments.
They're okay. I'll just go ahead and which one is it?
Number 20.
D20. Let's see. D20. Here we go.
$14.99.
These are so cool looking.
Maybe I'll get you a set for Christmas next year.
They're not that cool. $14.99 plus shipping on top.
Every time you hold one, you're like, oh.
No, I just think they're really nice.
All right, on 10 Alpha, we sold the 2 Danbury Mint ornament boxes.
Okay. Yep, y'all told Candice to sell them boxes, and Candice sold them boxes.
Sold them.
All right. And we got $20 a pop for them.
Yep.
20 a whack.
Same person bought both.
For the Danbury, and they also said if we get any more, let them know.
Yeah. They
So
must collect boxes.
we're on the lookout.
Yep. 6 Delta. We sold some soap. Not on a rope and a tin.
Do you think anybody in jail is bringing this with them on their first day of jail? Their little tin of soap with them.
Soaps. That's all for $9.99.
Where'd we get that? Oh, that was in a big
it was in that box of like
dollar store stuff or whatever.
Drugstore stuff, yeah.
Yeah, a vintage drugstore. Okay.
That's the brand is Ben Rickert. If you ever see soaps with that on there, some of them are big money. Like they even had big canisters of like bath salts and stuff. And if you find one of those with the stuff still in it, it's good money.
So that
Ben Rickert.
So that might be something you could find maybe in an estate sale
Still sitting in the
bathroom.
bathroom or somewhere, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, in the guy drawer, we sold a Bull Terrier spoon.
People love their dogs. Here it is. Ooh. This is like the 3rd one we've sold, right? Or 4th?
When I saw one, I listed another.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Because the last time I looked, you had them all listed.
Maybe I did.
I think you listed them all.
Mm.
But anyway, this sold for $35.99 plus ship. I think this is the 3rd one we sold.
I'm trying to remember.
This was an amazing garage sale. I know we sold at least 3.
You found those with some other Bull Terrier stuff.
Yeah, they had the Bull Terrier license plate topper.
Yeah, and like some pins and stuff.
Yeah, and we had one lady buy some 2 Bull Terrier items for like $70.
And when he was buying the stuff, I'm like, what are you doing? I was not a believer.
No. It was a little bag, and it had like these spoons in it. How many spoons did we have?
I'm trying to remember because I know you said we sold 3.
It was somewhere around like 5 or 6 or something like that. And then a couple other items. We've sold, I think we've sold about $160, $170 out of that little baggie now. Paid $2 for that at a garage sale.
Yep. All right, we sold some ladies things.
Lady things.
7 Delta.
All right, let's go get some lady things, y'all. 7 Delta lady things. Oh, I see some lady things in here. Flexies by Maiden Farm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's some lady things.
We picked those up at a church sale. I did pay $5 each for them and sold them for $18.
Yeah.
Not a huge profit, but
oh, that's good. Hey, I mean, I don't mind that brand new product that you buy for $5. It was supposed to sell for $20, but I put I sent offers last night. You have a string. I'm not going to pull it, but
yeah,
look.
because it might make a hole.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's all the smaller stuff. I'm going to get this packed, and then we have one large thing that's going to go UPS. Okay. One more thing, y'all. It is a UPS package, and it's funny, isn't it, how all the stuff we have listed in the shed, it seems like the large stuff sells at a rate like way faster than the small stuff. And that, I think that's just because most people don't like selling large stuff, so it's in demand because there's not a huge supply. But I went ahead and pulled this down. Candice, is this ready to roll?
What?
That's the return. And
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm assuming if we taped it up that it is.
Oh yeah, yeah, especially we taped it up really well too. So yeah, this is already ready to go. That is a pottery shop, Fontanini pottery shop that we sold, and then they returned it, but they packed it really well. So, Candice, I remember you spent...
She did a good job when she returned it. She did a good job packing it back up.
And then I remember you repacked it. I remember watching you repack it.
I took it out and made sure it was still good, and then I did.
I remember you doing that now. Yeah. So yeah, it's ready to go. But yeah, this sold again for $59.99 plus shipping on top. Going UPS, of course.
I'm ready.
You ready? Are you sure?
I'm ready to howl.
Okay, these are fun. Oh, no, that's haul. We're going to do that later.
Right.
You got to stick to the script, okay?
Okay, hit me.
All right. Why do cows wear bells?
I think I've heard this one before. I don't know.
Because their horns don't work.
Yeah, I have heard that before.
Okay, that one was not great. All right. Let's see. Okay, I took the shell off my racing snail. Racing snail, that's funny, right there. I took the shell off my racing snail to try and make him go faster. If anything, it made him more sluggish. Now that is good. That is gold. That is so good. That's hilarious. All right, that is not even a dad joke. It's so good. Wow. Okay. I am friends with 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. That's good. This is good. Now this is good stuff. I don't care who you are. That's funny. All right. Last night, me and my partner watched 3 movies back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV.
Are you done yet?
These are killing me. No, I'm doing 3 because we haven't done any for a few days.
3.
No, we're doing 3 cards, I should say. All right. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut?
No, I haven't.
He needed a little space. These are great.
Oh my God.
All right, well, that's one more. Why did the chicken go to the seance?
Why?
To get to the other side. Okay, that one was not funny. But man, 5 out of 6 of those were awesome.
Wow.
All right, we got to go to UPS store to drop off our UPS packages. Then in a little bit, I'll probably actually list some stuff. I didn't list a thing yesterday, and I have 2 major goals for today. I want to get more than this done, but my major goals are to list my golf clubs over here, and I want to get my Harvard book collection listed too.
Sunday we went to 4 estate sales and pretty much didn't find anything except for the few things we're about to show you. They were all at one of the sales and they were out in the garage. It was $5 fill-a bag, which is kind of tricky when you get to bigger things because usually if it's too big to fit in a bag, they just give it to you for the price of the bag.
Right.
So we ended up paying $5 each for what we're about to show you.
I would like to get, like, just from this angle right here, there's 3 different things. 1, 2, and 3. I would like some guesses. I would like for some of y'all to pause and then guess what these are. And
one of these things is not like the others.
That's true too.
There's 2 similar things and one is something different.
Okay, so chance to pause if you want to participate in that. And then unpause. Okay, so show them what we got here.
All right.
I do not like these finds at all, by the way. This is not my thing at all.
So this guy was worked in a funeral home apparently. So we have casket brochures.
Just a casket salesman's kit here.
That's what that is.
And it's got this it's got this old looking leather case that
they're
it's in.
Really in poor shape.
The zipper's probably, I don't know if the zippers work or not. I didn't try them.
Like the leather's all cracking or whatever.
Caskets creep me out, man.
Same thing here. More casket models.
Before we picked those up, you looked on your phone real quick. What did you see?
So I saw, excuse me, when I searched, I found this listing right here. This salesman sample binder. And at auction it went for $75, and you can't always go by that auction prices. If there's only one bidder, sometimes that's just a one-off thing. But there were 2 bidders, so that kind of encouraged me to kind of, you know, see how much they wanted for them. If you look up here, this was also another auction that went for $68, and look, it had 30 bids.
And it's not the same. These aren't exactly the same. These aren't as good as ours.
We have a lot more. I'm curious, like how many, say for instance, how many was in this one. You know, it's a lot less pictures than what we have.
Right.
So
if I was casting a movie or something for a casket salesman, I would rather go for something more like along these lines.
Yeah.
You know.
So anyway, that and the fact that they were in the garage, we knew they were going to be cheap, so we went ahead and picked them up.
So what are you thinking on these?
I don't know. I want to look on WorthPoint more. And I mean, there may be some other keywords we're not doing. There could be more out there. But I think based on those comps, probably at least 100.
You think? A piece?
No, I was thinking just do one lot.
You think? I don't think so.
You don't think?
No, because we have like 2.
Now, yeah, this one has a lot more in it than this one.
Right.
So.
But this still has a lot, though.
It does.
It has enough to be considered like a kit. You know? I don't know. Yeah.
We need to figure out maybe an age range. We did find a piece of paper dated 2000, but I don't know if that's pretty much everything or that just happened to be thrown in there. So
yeah,
we'll have to kind of.
Very interesting. It was odd enough.
The macabre stuff, like vintage macabre stuff, always does well.
Yeah, this isn't really that vintage, but it is definitely macabre, and there's not a ton of it available.
Right.
So.
And then this other bag here.
Yeah, I picked this up. It might have been a horrible. I didn't know it had a pack of floppies in here.
There might be some other stuff too.
Yeah, we didn't look in this case at all. I just looked at this computer. I'm like, oh look, KLH 2800, and it's just the screen
is like, it looks like it got melted.
Yeah, the screen is messed up. But yeah, I thought this give me the profile view of it. Look how chunky and thick that thing is. It's got a floppy drive on it right there.
Here's where the battery is.
Oh yeah,
look at that big battery.
Yeah, it probably lasts about 30 minutes if you really running something.
And there may be some other goodies in here. Who knows?
Do you have a box of floppies there?
Yeah.
Heck, there might be some cash in here.
Look at all
more
these floppies.
Look at that.
Yeah. There's a bunch of floppies.
I didn't know that was in there.
Some pens.
Data. You know what, Candice? That's that same company for the caskets.
Aurora Casket Company, and I do know he worked for them because there was like clothing,
right,
and other stuff like in his office. That's a company out of Indiana.
Okay, so so when he go on like sales calls,
modem doctor.
Yeah,
he had his little computer.
So you know what? I bet this guy didn't work at a funeral home.
Bubble jet printer manual.
Candice, I bet this guy, we always got to do the backstories, right?
He probably went around to different funeral homes.
Selling to them.
Yeah.
He was business to business. He didn't sell directly to the consumers. Right. He was selling to the funeral homes themselves.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is making a little more sense now.
Yeah, so this was also in the garage, $5.
So there's probably all kind of casket information and stuff on these discs.
These might be blank. No, they're...
Laptop backup. Laptop backup. Look, man, backing up laptops on floppy disk, man. Wow.
That's what all these are. Look.
Okay.
Except for maybe that one.
Oh, it's a. You know what? This. I didn't know what kind of computer it was. It's a 386 SX. That's before the 486, which predated the Pentium.
And here's your pocket guide.
That might actually help me find the computer easy going with Notebook 386 SX, because I felt like that branding on here, KLH 2800, I felt like that was just a badge somebody put on. That's not the actual manufacturer. So I need to figure out what's going on here.
Trademark IBM.
Well,
it's got IBM and Toshiba in here.
Toshiba, that makes sense.
And Xerox.
Okay.
Look at all these trademark stuff.
Yeah. So we'll
if
see
anything, you probably sell these manuals.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
It was, for me, it was worth the $5 gamble to pick it up. I wasn't going to leave it behind for $5 anyway.
Oh, yeah.
None of this stuff. That's a printer cable.
Yeah. Come on, money.
Targus.
Nothing.
Okay. All right, we'll shake it down later. Check it better.
All right, so that was a state sale. Now today we ran boxes to UPS and we decided to run into Goodwill.
Goodwill is on the way home from there.
Yeah, it's like we literally passed right by there. So we ran in and we found two things. No, one thing.
Oh, we found two.
They were trying to overcharge us.
Well, we found two. We found this thing that Candice will show you in a second. And then I also found one of those Microsoft ergonomic keyboards that I like to sell from time to time. The price tag had been taken off of the keyboard. So I brought it up front. I said, ma'am, this doesn't have a price tag on it. I was thinking I would probably get $30 to $40 for it. And she took it to the back and she came back up front. She said $19.99. Do you still want it? Like, she knew I wasn't going to want it for that price. So Candice said the manager probably looked it up.
She probably brought it back to her. The manager probably looked it up on eBay. And...
How dumb, though. How dumb. Like, they know.
It sells for $30 on eBay. Let's give them a deal. $20.
Right.
So that got left behind.
Yes.
Now we did find this. It's a baby mobile for a crib. It's Cinderella. It's got like the little birds. And I looked it up and I found this sold for $200. $200.
Yeah, hang on. Let me pull it up real quick. All right, I pulled it up on the research tab on eBay or Terapeak, whatever you want to call it. This is the comp. Candice actually looked it up on WorthPoint in the store. And she saw this comp for $200 or $199.99.
$200. That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
And then also there's this other one that they auctioned and it went for $30.
So.
Oh, am I going to get $200?
Hell no.
I doubt it. That might have not even
There's
happened.
no way you're going to get $200. You know why?
Because it's a used baby mobile.
That, and you know the other reason?
Why?
You're not going to ask for $200.
No. I'm not going to auction it either.
What are you going to What do you think you're going to try and get for it?
Maybe 50. I don't know. I mean, I need to make sure there's no other ones out. Like, there's no actives right now. I need to check solds. Like,
is that wind up or is it run on batteries?
Usually,
I didn't even think of that.
No, usually they're battery operated.
Are they?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't think of that, man. Now we got to worry about if it's corroded or not.
No, it might be wind up. No, it's wind up.
Okay, yeah. Usually they're wind up because they don't want to have more parts, like batteries falling into the crib or something.
Yeah.
Okay, good. It works.
Spin.
That's something.
So yeah, you can see it's got the little birdies hanging down.
Candice did look at it to make sure it wasn't like filthy or anything.
This goes over like the pole just to make it pretty instead of just a plastic pole.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks good to me.
Boy, it's good, better condition than $200. Maybe we should go for $3,000.
So yeah, I got to figure out what I'm gonna list it for. Not quite sure yet.
Okay. Speaking of listing, it's time for me to get to listing. I haven't done any, I feel like I've done nothing today. Well, I didn't show y'all while it was still out, but I went ahead and tested that computer I just showed y'all. And yeah, the screen was jacked up, but I eventually did get it to do this. And I did make a quick demo video to show what it does. So yeah, it did actually boot up. I got it to boot to DOS, and I was even able to look at the directory for the hard drive right here. So at least was able to show that working. So bought it for $5, spent about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so listing it, and just trying to get $70 for it, and as is parts only condition, although it does kind of start up. And here it is right here. It's not that big. Once I threw the big case away. But yeah, all the little accessories and whatnot are in here, and then the computer's in here. So that was not a bad score on an otherwise fairly uneventful estate sale day. Although, Candice, your casket books look like they're going to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, like Well, I looked on Terapeak just under like casket salesman catalog, and prices are consistently at least like $100.
Yeah. Is that what you're thinking? Is like maybe $100 a whack for this?
Yeah, or maybe 175. You know, the one that has less in it. Something.
Oh, 175.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying 175.
Because one of them has probably half the photos of the other one, unless you want to split them up. But then you might
have
duplicates. I don't know.
I hate to mess with it, really.
Yeah.
I kind of want to leave it just sit like it is, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of cool. Now I am working on these books, these Harvard collection books, and there's a fly in here. Damn it. I haven't determined exactly what I'm going to list these for yet, but I am going to position them like this for the main photo, just because if I did them all on end, they'd be so long. So I came up with something. It's the best. I guess it would be probably better if I had 3 more on the end, but then it would be even longer. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Or maybe I should, Candice, maybe I should put the stack in the middle.
Like the books are the bookends?
Yeah, or would that look like that raunchy hat more we sold the other day?
It's fine like it is.
Okay. You don't want me to make a book phallus?
So we need to get a shelf just for photographing books.
No, we don't. We are not doing that.
We could have put more shelves on there and used it for display.
No, it's... Oh, look, you have your Green Bay jacket down there still.
I know.
Yeah.
I got sidetracked today.
Yeah, me too. All right, let me get back to my book. All right, I actually got my Harvard books listed. I decided to go with 90 for those. Seemed right based on what I was looking at for other comps. And then I did get this golf set listed. Right here. And I just couldn't bring myself to split that stuff up. I couldn't do it. Like, it was too perfect.
It's great. I mean, it's ready to go for somebody, right?
Right. That's what I thought.
Everything they would need, they could add to it.
Pretty much. Like, they might want to add like a pitching wedge or something to it, but they might not either. If it's somebody that just like is gonna try it out and wants to not look, you know, wants to have a decent looking set of clubs without spending a ton of money. Yeah. Then there they go. They make one payment and they get their stuff and they look like they've been doing it. I guess. I mean, like, don't you think? Mm-hmm. And it's not that nice of a Callaway bag. I went and looked at all the Callaway bags. This is a low-end Callaway bag.
But it's in good shape, right?
Yeah, very good shape. Yeah. It had one little spot on it, which I pointed out. It's this spot right here. See where my finger is? Yeah. Pointing to it. And it makes it look worse because it's like overexposed a little bit.
You need to use my little pointer thing.
Yeah, I have my little pointer thing. See? But yeah, I'm going to list these for... I'm going with $240. I just tried to add it up. I was like, all right, irons, maybe 120, 140. And I added a little bit in for the other clubs, and I added some more in for so I came up with 240.
And then, so you add everything together and then did a little break since it was a set, or?
Not too much of a break, no.
Okay.
Just, I'm actually, and the reason I'm not doing the break is because I'm looking at it more like I'm providing convenience, not providing wholesale.
You're almost like DoorDash, huh?
I'm it's not an upcharge, but I'm not giving a discount for buying it all because I am offering convenience to the end user, end buyer.
Pain in the butt to pack too.
I don't think so.
You don't think?
Let's make up a big box. Okay. And if you're making $200 profit on it, I can get behind that. Okay. I could pack a couple of things like that a day. So, yeah, pretty happy with the listing day. That is going to be it for this one for us. And we will see y'all again tomorrow. You got anything else to add?
I don't.
All right, take us out.
Bye, y'all.